Now, I haven't swallowed helium, but I might as well have. I'm about to poop my pants.
The next half hour.
He brings you.
Previously on the CW's Flash Show.
Learn it? Did you want to fight? Is that the deal?
Or how about this great hit, ladies and gentlemen?
I'm not transgender, non-binary. I don't want to be searched by a man. I'm transgender, non-binary, and I don't want to be searched by a man. I claim my Fourth Amendment rights.
Which makes me wonder, if I get arrested, can I say I like to be searched by a really hot female cop? I might give it a try next time. So as you know, The Flash Trailer 2 dropped last night like a flock of seagulls flying above my head and doing a big fat doo-doo in my eye. But lo and behold, while I went to bed, I thought no more of it. I thought I'll do a reaction today, which is of course Wednesday, the 26th of April, 2023. And I just casually typed in The Flash trailer. And guess what came up? I was bloody surprised to see this. The one and only John Campia, who has actually seen the movie. So I'm just going to
greetings and salutations, everybody, and welcome back to the channel.
Yeah, John does these live broadcasts from Comic-Con. He always goes there, or CinemaCon. He always goes there once a year. I've interacted with him on Super Chats. He's been very gracious. He is a little bit cringe. Actually, John Campia is levels of super cringe that even I cannot fathom. And is that Reggie, his friend, sat beside him, or Ray? I think it's Ray. He doesn't look at all interested. So without further ado, let's hear what they have to say.
For our continuing coverage of CinemaCon 2023. We already did the Sony presentation. We did the Warner Brothers presentation. But we...
John, it's presentation. Presentation. No preset.
Just
presentation.
Got back from seeing The Flash. The movie that we can confirm right now is real. It actually happens. And there was some talk on, James Gunn has been saying that he thinks it's one of the greatest comic book films of all time, and he had nothing to do with making of the movie, so that's something. David Zaslav got on stage today and said he thought it was the greatest comic book movie he's ever seen.
He's seen it 3 times.
He's seen it 3 times, and while I
the greatest comic book movie of all time, I've only got 2, Blade from 1998 and Spider-Man 2 with Tobey Maguire. I'll say no more.
Respect very much the opinions of David Zaslav and James Gunn. I personally do not feel it is one of the greatest comic book films of all time, but damn it, it's great. It's really good.
Yeah, I would agree with that assessment.
I would say that I went in with a good amount of hype, and while I am not going to sit here and say it ranks up there with Logan and The Dark Knight and whatever, it did not disappoint at all. It had great action, some really imaginative action sequences, particularly the opening. Wonderful humor, a story that was both complex but not convoluted. Great performances, wonderful crowd-pleasing moments, some great surprises. It is just a solid, wonderful comic book movie. The Flash did not...
But John, does Ezra Miller run like an absolute retard? If you can answer that question, John, I'll give you some respect, dude.
Disappoint. Rob, you're just quick overall impressions of The Flash.
Well, I feel the same way that you do, but I have to say that one of the reasons for me I would not call it the greatest comic book movie of all time is that it relies on a bunch of other comic book movies to exist. Very true. It's not like Logan, which is a play on the X-Men universe. This film, as we know in the trailers, you've got a lot of Man of Steel. You see the World Devastators.
Yep, okay, right. I'm just going to stop it right there. If you want to watch the video in full, I suggest you go over to John Campion's channel and watch it for yourself. I'm going to do that much later. Now, I haven't swallowed helium, but I might as well have. But we're going to go on to the actual trailer a 4K trailer, my God, of The Flash. Are you ready, boys and girls? I'm about to poop my pants.
I lost my parents. That pain made me who I am. I spent a lifetime trying to right the wrongs of the past. As if fighting crime would bring my parents back.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I've just have to go back to this money shot right here.
You actually did it.
I can't imagine what you've been through.
I love you, Monkey.
You lost both parents in one day.
Barry! Call 911 now!
I went back in time to save my parents. But instead...
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Ezra Miller does in fact still run like a retard.
I completely broke the universe.
If you went back and changed the past,
this world must die.
You changed the future.
Do you know what the symbol stands for?
Means hope, right?
You know what? I'm just going to say this really quickly about Supergirl, played by Sarah Callie. She's an attractive woman. She really is. I like her. Except, why did I make her Ezra Miller III? She doesn't need to have short hair. She could just be Supergirl with the trademark long hair. Honestly, she could. I mean, good God, look at that. Isn't that just god-awful? You know what? The fangirl who played Leslie Grace's, well, once fulfilling role, then it got taken away from her. You know that Latina actress who was Batgirl in that fan film where they cancelled the Batgirl movie? I like that meta reference. I liked her. Yes, they race swapped Barbara Gordon, but I didn't mind that. And again, I don't mind the race swapping in here. I mean, she's got a pair of boobies, but why do you have her with short hair? I really hate that decision.
thanks, Lord. You want to get nuts?
Let's get nuts.
Let's get nuts.
Sorry, excuse me. I just only noticed that. That Flash has a bulky battle suit on? Yeah, look at that. I don't know which iteration of the Flash this is. Somebody in the comments, let me know.
I have to undo what I did.
These scars we have make us who we are. We're not meant to go back and fix them. Don't let your tragedy define you.
What did you do?
So Supergirl kills General Zod, despite the fact that his neck got broken by Henry Cavill in Man of Steel. Okay.
No matter what we do, we're not going to be able to fix this. No! Nobody dies!
You're strapped to your parachutes.
And where's yours?
I ain't gonna lie, that is a pretty good trailer. That's my second time watching it, because last night when I watched this trailer, I was a bit like, yeah, I can't really comprehend what's going on. But having watched it now for a second time, I will go and watch this at the IMAX in Waterloo when it comes out. Is it June, July? And oh, hang on, they give you the date at the end, don't they? June the 16th. So yeah, I will go and watch it for sure. But the general vibe I got from this trailer is that it's more Michael Keaton Batman. It's kind of like a more, nod to him. Now, people are saying, well, Michael Keaton's only in the film for 15 minutes. But to me, looking at that footage, I think he's going to be spread out through the movie. And I think he'll be there for maybe half an hour, which will be fine by me. I don't mind. Again, Supergirl saving Barry Allen's life as she flies up is kind of echoing moments again from Man of Steel. I do like the cleaned up versions of the world's devastators as they hit Metropolis and everybody's running for their lives. Some really good shots of collapsing buildings. I really, really like that. It's good. Andy Muschietti has got a good visual flair, good visual eye for things. Again, don't like the Supergirl design. I don't like it because you know what? You cannot have a white girl with blonde hair in a Supergirl outfit. Apparently, that's problematic for 2023 and beyond, folks. I know I keep rinsing and repeating that catchphrase, but it's so true. Come on. Be with me, people. You know what I'm talking about. But there are certain shots in this trailer which did make me think, come on. This is the man, right? This is the man. Oh my God. Keaton, bro. You look special. And I think the film could be a big hit because, again, if you think about Spider-Man No Way Home, what was the draw? It wasn't really Tom Holland. It was his predecessors. It was Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire, who I probably think is my favorite Peter Parker on screen of all time. Now you got Michael Keaton, you know, the first man to play a live action version of the Batman on film, although Adam West did play before, I guess, for the Batman 1966 film. So for the sake of argument, I'll say Keaton is the second one to do it. And honestly, yeah, again, people like John Campea, they do shill for the left. They do say nicey cutesy things about films so they can get invite after invite, go to CinemaCon every year, talk about films, but it's unusual that Warner Brothers have decided to preview the film, and I've heard some rustlings, some rufflings along the way that people have already given reactions, but I think they're bot reactions. But now people like Campea, who's actually seen the film, along with Robert Meyer Burnett, they have said it's not a great, but it's a good movie with some great moments. And yeah, Ezra Miller, are we going to forgive him? I don't know. But if the film is really good, we can still think he's a douchebag, because quite clearly he is. Because quite clearly he is. We shall see, folks. So, if by today, by the end of this video, you have enjoyed my reaction, leave a like below, smack that subscribe button, and if I were you, and if you were me, I'll see you on the next video.